Right, welcome. In today's video, we want to look at how to create customer or client accounts for a law firm. Right, before you start processing transactions or customer transactions for your clients, you should have created the accounts on Quickbooks. So in today's video, we want to look at how do you create those accounts on Quickbooks. We are doing these videos as a community service to the accountants profession. And we kindly ask for your help to spread our reach by subscribing to our YouTube channel, liking our videos, and sharing on social media platforms like Quickbooks, WhatsApp with the fellow colleagues who may find these videos useful. Now, let's get started. For you to create a customer account on Quickbooks, you have to come to customers. So you come to customers. So the first task is we are going to create a customer account. This is for a law firm. Then we're going to create what we term customer jobs. Law firms, if you're working for a law firm, you'd find when you get clients, you have got what you term matters, right? These are the issues which clients come for. It could be court representation. It could be transfer of property. It could be any issue which they want you to attend. So you'll be creating those matters after creating that particular client. So for starters, first of all, we create the main client account, right? So for us to do that, we go to customers, then we go to customer center, right? When we click on customer center, Quickbooks will take us to this window, right? There is a new customer and job, transactions, print, Excel, Word, and these are the information which is in here. Right. For us to create our first customer, we have to come here and click on new customer and job. So we just click there, then it will bring up this window, new customer, add job, add multiple customer or jobs. Now for us to create our customer or client, we come here and we click on new customer. Right, when you click on new customer, you'd find Quickbooks brings up this window. Right, a customer could either be an individual or it could be a company. So in this case, let's say probably we are creating for an individual. So for this client who has come through, June Mandara. So this is an individual. So we are creating this this client. So put the customer name here under against customer name, right? We just copy this, then we bring it here. This is an individual, so I'm not going to put anything in the company name. So we'll put we'll copy the first name there. We just want to copy the first name, and we'll cut off this. We could have typed in this instead of copying and casting like what I'm doing, and right, so I'm putting in that Mandara, okay, and right, we're putting in the salutation, right? So job title, if the client gives us a job title, his job title, we could put it in there. Here we put in the main phone number, right? If the client has got a phone number, that's where we put in the main phone number there, which could be the home number, so to say. On work phone, we could put, if he's employed somewhere and the phone number is there, we could put that phone number there, right? Then here we put in the mobile number. So there we could put in the mobile number. So we are putting in the mobile number there. So this information is very important because when you want to follow up with your clients, you have got all the contact information that is required. On fax, if there is a fax, we could put in the fax there. Then here on email address, we put in the email address. Capturing this information is very important because it allows you to have a database of your clients right? Then if there is a CC email, we could put, if our client has got a website, we could put that information. If there is any other information that we want to put, we could put it in there. So we have created this client and we've put in that information. Then down here we input the address of that client. Right, so this is basically the address of that client. So this information is provided by the client, right? You request for it, then you are given the information. Your job will be to input it. And as I said, it's important that you capture this information so that you've got a database for your clients. So this is the address details, the billing details here. You could copy this to shipping address. It will bring up this. So if you want, you could put a postcode there and a country as well. All right, if you wanted, you could put a country like Zimbabwe. This client is based in Zimbabwe. Then you click on OK. Then you click on OK. Right. So this is the information, the address info tab, information tab. So we've put in that information. After having done that, you have to specify which currency you are going to use for this client. So probably let's say this is a USD or US dollar account. So you select the currency as US dollar. So for this same client, if this same client comes and wants to be transacting in Zimbabwe dollar, you have to create another account in Zimbabwe dollars. So this is the address information tab, and you put up that information. Once you put up that information, you can continue to payments tab. So there are a number of tabs here which I should have talked about. The address information tab, which we have dealt with just now. The payment settings tab, which we're going to deal with just now. VAT settings, additional information, job information. But now let's look at the payments tab and see what is there. Right here, you can put in, if you allocate account numbers to your clients, these are now your numbers that you come up with. If you allocate account numbers to your clients, you could put the allocated account number for this client. If you put credit limit, probably you offer credit, you offer your services on credit and you set up credit limits. This is probably a trusted client. You could put up the credit limit amount there. Then here on payment terms, again, this is applicable if you are offering credit. You could actually select payment terms. There are payment terms which ship in with this program. These are the standard, but if you've got any special payment terms that you want to add, you could just click on add, then you add your payment terms. In this case, we're just going to click net 30 days. Then down here you've got preferred delivery method. This has to do with the documents. Does the client prefer you to email or to mail or none? With the information age, most clients prefer just email. It's faster and convenient. Right. On price levels, if you offer custom prices, right, you've got a service code representation, and you're offering different prices, custom prices depending on the client. You could actually select. If you don't have those custom prices, you could then set them here. Right, then here you select the preferred payment method. Right, this is the client's preferred payment method. There are a number of them here. You could add a new one if the preferred payment method is not here. If the client prefers to pay by online banking or direct debit, they're just doing a transfer direct to you, or online banking, you could just select that. It all depends. If there is any credit card information, probably the client at times has to use a credit card to pay you through, you could input that credit card information here, right? So basically that's what you do on the payment settings tab. Right, now let's go to the VAT settings. The VAT settings is applicable if you are registered for VAT with the tax authority and you are charging VAT to your clients. If you are, then you have to come down here. you select if this service you're offering to this client is taxable, right? It's VATable. You have to select taxable when bought or sold. If it is not, then you have got to select none, meaning to say tax exempt when bought or sold. But in this case, we are selecting what? Tax, which means is taxable. Then you select your country. If your country is not here, you have to select other. As you can see, this list is not conclusive or comprehensive in terms of the countries that are in the world. So for any other country which is not on this list, you just select other. Then down here you put the VAT number or the value added tax registration number of the client. That's where you put it here. Right. Once you are done there, you then continue to additional information. On additional information, you could select the type of client. Right. QuickBooks comes with this from advertisement, from referral or retail or wholesale. If there is no description which describes your client here, the type of client here, you could just add, right? You could add. But if there is a description which describes the type of client, you could just choose select that. Like in this case, we have selected referral, right? Then if you want to link this to a sales representative, you click the arrow pointing down. Then if there are no representatives there, you can just create by adding new. So there you put in the name of the sales representative. That is if it is applicable, right? That is if it is applicable. You're not just doing it because you just have to do it. No, it has to be applicable. So basically you're putting in that, then you've got that, then you say okay. So you put that. Then you come to the job info. On the job info, as I said, for a law firm, it's different because these jobs are coming each time and again. This could be the first job we're getting from the client, but the client may come through again and again. So if it was just one job, we're just going to create the job like court representation. So okay, let's probably create our first job, court representation, and then we could then select the type of job. Here you can see there is commercial, there is residential. If this describes the job that we are getting, then we could just use what is there. But if it doesn't, if there is no description which is suitable, we could just add our own description there. Court, we could say court appearance, right? So you just if it is a subtitle of another job type, we could just put it the subtitle. If it is not, you just have to click on OK. All right. So when you click OK, you are taken back. Then here on job status, you have to specify the status of the job. Is it awarded? Is it pending? Is it in progress? Is it closed? Is it not awarded? So in this case, let's probably select that it has been awarded. Then we could set a start date, right, of this job. Let's say it began, then the projected end date, let's say probably this is the projected end date. We could later on come here and specify the actual end date, that is after completing the job. So basically this is how you create a client account on QuickBooks, or a customer account on QuickBooks. We've created a job. We are going to see now how to add additional jobs later on. So don't forget, you put in the customer name there under the address information tab, customer name, which you basically repeat there, put up all that other information, and down here, then more importantly, you have to select the currency for this client, as we emphasized. Then you run through these other tabs, right? Once you are happy, you click on OK to create the client account. So basically that's how you do it. So we now have our client down there. So we have our client down there. This is a USD client. Now If we were to add a job, see, we added that job information, but as you can see, it's not appearing here because we were supposed to have a job listed just below this client. So if you were to add a job, we're now going to add a job, and you have to see now how do we add the job, right? This is our client, and this is the information that we have here. So if you were to add a job, right, we could come here again, right? Then we click on add job, right? As I said, in a law firm, you are going to have what we term client matters, right? Clients are coming through, they're bringing up issues. At times, they just want to consult. At times, they want a court representation. At times, they want you to write a will. See, they're bringing a number of issues, and you open a file for those clients and or for those matters. So on QuickBooks, again, you have to create those matters or those jobs. So this is what we are doing by clicking on add job, right? So now we are now given this information on after creating on add job, moving existing information. You have to read through this. We're creating our job number 1. We just have to click on OK to continue. All right. So after doing that, it will bring up this window, job name. So let's probably this client June Mandara has come through, and he said, I want you to represent me in court, or I want you to write a will for me. So if it was a will, we could just put the job description as will writing. Okay, will writing. Then we link now to the customer. Who is the customer to be linked to? June Mandara, right? All this other information will be, it's already there, it's already fed. We don't have to do anything. We fed this information when we initially created this client. But now we are adding a job, will writing for this client. And once we have done that, we have put in the description of the job there, job name, will writing, and we have linked it to the client. Then you just have to click on OK. You'd find under this, we now have, of course, we've got this job number 1, and the will writing job, right? So this is how you add a job to a client. If the client comes through again some other time with another job or with another matter, we just add it again via add a new customer and job, add job, then we add the job, right? So basically that's how we create client accounts or customer accounts. If ever we want to edit the customer account, we just come here, then we click on this edit, right? When you click on this edit, it will take us back to the window where we created the client or the customer account. Then we can edit any information that we want to edit. So thank you for watching. Right, as I said, help us to spread our reach by subscribing to our YouTube channel if you find these videos useful, or sharing with your colleagues who may also find them helpful, and liking them. You can also send comments in the comment section. You can comment, request any further explanations if there is. Thank you for watching.